Alright, this right here is the iPad Pro from 2020. This is the 12.9 inch version, and the reason why I got this is because I've been watching Jonathan Morrison videos and the Everyday Dad videos actually. His name is Gary, by the way, as well, about how they actually use an iPad for 4K video editing or just video editing in general. And after watching those, I was really impressed with the power of the iPad. That's why I have this right now and tested out if this is actually true, because I'm always very skeptical when I see those videos from YouTube, because I'm not sure if they are sponsored, I'm not sure if they get paid to do things, you know. So this is a real user experience of the iPad Pro. The way that I use iPads in general, I also have the base model right here from 2018 that is. And you know, in this household, my kids and myself are using iPads in general for watching YouTube videos, Netflix, gaming on it. Like, it's an entertainment kind of thing. You get your mind off and just relax and watch things or read things. So nothing very productive. Let's go back to my little story. Watching videos on YouTube saying that this iPad, the iPad Pro that is very capable of doing video editing. The software that they use, or the app that they use, is Lumavision, and this app will cost you around 30 bucks or so. Let's go jump in that little software or app. So as you see, those 4K video files, it's just really smooth and just goes through it, and that for a 1,000 euros or 1,000 bucks US dollars iPad. And I did a review of a PC that will cost around 2,500 euros, so that's roughly 2,600 US dollars, and that cannot even edit in 4K. It's just very sloppy, not very sloppy, it's just very choppy and just like very laggy and slow. And the iPad Pro, it performs really good. I was really impressed, and rendering the videos is really fast as well. But the same goes as for the base model iPad, which is really weird. You know, here's a little clip as well from the base model, and as you see, it works perfectly fine. A little bit more like choppier, is that a word? It's a little bit more choppier and a little bit more slower, but the rendering time there's only a difference of 6 seconds between the iPad Pro and the base model iPad. So that is very impressive for both devices. On my 13-inch MacBook Pro from 2017, a 7-minute 4K video timeline rendering, you know, that's around 25 minutes or sometimes even longer, like 35 minutes. So that is a huge improvement in terms of time rendering. Video editing is really good on the iPad, and it's really nice to do it as well. But the question that I have, like a personal question to myself, was like, should I switch from PC or MacBook to the iPad and how it works in general? And the answer to that question is no. And the reason for that is because the workflow is completely different than what I'm used to. It starts with loading the files into your timeline, or loading your files into the software. You know, in general, when you use a PC or laptop, you just plug in your SD card or your camera and you just drag and drop, and then you will see how much time it will need to like copy from your SD card slot to your PC or laptop, whatever. And then you're done, and then you go into your software and then you go and edit. With iPad, it's a little bit different. You cannot just simply plug it in and then you're good to go. You have to do some extra steps, and you have to organize the files and stuff before you can get into your little app and to do your editing. So that's a little bit of a struggle, a little bit different, and it takes some time to get used to. But I can imagine if this is your only device that you have to do it, then I'm sure you get away with it and you have some kind of way or workaround to organize your files. The most difficult thing for me was organizing the files, but not only like the video files, but also the music, the photos, and all the extra things that you need. You know, it's not very easy to just drag and drop. It will take some time and effort before you can get to that little part. So that little section was a little bit more of a struggle to me, trying to learn, trying to get used to it, but I still don't like it how it works. So that's something that you have to get used to if you're wanting a iPad to get used to like working with it in general, with files organizing and all that stuff. You know, it is possible to do video editing on your iPad, but be aware that it's not the same as you would do as on your PC or on your MacBook, right? So that's a little message that I wanted to put out in this little section of this video. You know, other than that, this device, if you get the Pro version or the Air version or even the base model version, you know, it really depends on what you need and what you want. But in general, these things are just such a breeze to work with. Very easy, very nice. I like the screen of it. I like the cameras of it, as you see in the following samples. Video is also quite nice. So it's really worth buying an iPad Pro or a base model on Air for like real productivity stuff or content creation. The answer is yes, but be aware that you have to get used to the way how you work with an iPad, because it's not the same as a traditional computer or a laptop, MacBook, whatsoever, right? So that's a huge difference in how it works. And if you are liking that difference, if you are like somebody that is like, you know, I really like how it works, then go ahead, buy an iPad, and that will save you a lot of money. And I do think that this is a very powerful machine. Add all the accessories that you need and you're good to go. You can take it with you anywhere you want. It is silent. Keep in mind, in summer times it will get a little bit warm, a little bit hot, especially if you are using it for multiple hours, and it might overheat as well. It doesn't have any fans in it, so please be aware if you are using this on hot summer days, you're outside and you're on it like for hours, it will overheat in time. Alright, I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to say in this video. It's a little bit of a different kind of video or review, but just keep in mind that if you are buying this, you know, there are many versions now out there. I think the one that you should buy, you know, if you don't have the money, if you have a tight budget, go with the base model. But if you got the money, go with the Pro. But if you don't have the money for the Pro, but you do have a little bit more money for the iPad, the base version, then get the Air that's in between this one, in the Air. Then get that one, and I think that will be a great solution for all your needs. So yeah, it's a little bit of a weird video. It's not like a normal review video, but you know, that's all, guys. Thank you again for watching. Subscribe to the channel if not already. What do you think about the iPad? Are you somebody that is editing or working like real productive things on your iPad? Let me know in the comment section down below. And that's all. Stay safe, stay healthy. Good luck.